to go back to your business, I'm sure this spirit of giving and helping out to others, you probably found that comes back to the business. That you look at today, you got a Paul Harrison Award. People are acknowledging your company as someone who cares. Is that a sense you get when you talk to other people?
Probably we do, but I don't go look for it.
No.
I think that our fairness and our honesty and the respect we have out there, this is all part of it. But I think it takes a lot more than that for people to think well of your company.
Right.
An awful lot of the business we do is not even in Atlantic, Canada. A lot of it's not even in Canada. People like are in Chicago now or they're in Toronto. But we've been able to, so that part of it they wouldn't know, but we've been able to get a reputation of being very good at what we do, being very fair, honest up front, and our people have as well, and we've gained a lot of business because of that, there's no question. And that is important in business to get that reputation. And create some good friendships, but in any business, it's competitive. Every business is competitive today. I don't care what you're in, and you got to be good at what you do. So, but I certainly think regionally, yes. And you know, we've got 26 terminals, so we are solicited a fair amount by other cities, and we would give definitely more to Moncton. This is our head office, but we also give to St. John's, Newfoundland, St. John, New Brunswick, and to other hospitals and that we give because it's not fair to our employees there that we give everything to Moncton.
That's fair.
So it's a juggling act.
So if you were to give some advice to a small business that's starting up, what would be some of the things that you would want to share?
A lot has changed since I started, but I've always believed you've got to make sure you get into a business that truly have an opportunity. There is an opportunity for us to succeed.
Right.
Okay. Just don't get so wound up in it that you want to be in it so badly and whatever it is that you kind of forget everything going on. So it has to be a business that you know has the chance of success. The other would be is making sure you've got the finances to do it.
Right.
And because without that, it's going to be very, very tough. I think the third thing is, and I've always been here, is don't be quit. So you've got to have this determination to succeed. And when I've been in business, that word didn't exist in my vocabulary. In my way of bringing it, because when I started in the company, I had $50. And my mom and dad said, okay, we'll sell it to you. And here's the deal, you pay us our salary for the rest of our lives. And mom and dad would have been, they both would have been 63, 64. So that's how I was able to buy it. And I never regretted signing the check at the end of the week for my mother and my father. And so you could say that was an opportunity. And the other thing was dad says, you're on your own. You know, I'm not going to sign for any loans. I'm not going to mortgage anything. And I'm 22 years old. Pat's the teacher at Harrison Trumbull at that time. She just got out of teacher's college. She was teaching grade 11. And I said, we had no children, of course. And so I said, well, yeah, Dad, I want to do this. I really think that I can. And I made a lot of changes from what I learned in business administration. From what Dad was, because Dad's way of running a company was much different than mine. His philosophy was, you know, be good to your employees. They got to respect you, and if you work hard, they work. It's not easy starting a business today. I think that's why you see a lot of franchise, and I think it's probably easier to start a franchise than try to start one your own, because your competition against a bigger franchise, if you try to start a hamburger stand, can really compete against, you know, McDonald's and Burger Kings, and these, they can buy so much cheaper than you can. But one thing about Atlantic Canada and other businesses like mine, you know, I certainly have big competition with the two big names in the province, but in the same breath, most of the companies out of the United States and Quebec and Ontario, they really don't want to come to Atlantic Canada. And they've not come here because it's too small.
Right.
And also, you need an education. I mean, I truly believe that. I think when I went to school, there wasn't one thing they taught us about running a business. I don't remember they even coming up in class. And when I graduated, I didn't even know what a debit and a credit was.
Right.
I didn't know what a financial statement was. And so I think maybe today they do a little better job than that. But then they were more interested being able to know something about history or science, and
Yeah.
there was no focus. So that is important too. And probably the single biggest thing is hire right people for the right job. And I try to make it a point to hire people. It doesn't matter whether they're accountants or whether they're dispatchers or whether they're vice presidents of some of the departments. I try to hire people who are better at it than I am, because I just want to be good at everything.
Yeah, so this has been wonderful. So thank you very much. It's
Thank
quite
you.
an honor.
Well, thank you
Yes.
for
Yeah.
Paul Harris Award.
Yes.
I'm so
Yeah.
honored to receive that.
Oh,
And,
it's well deserved. It's,
well-
yeah. And at the Chamber, you're certainly a person that we really look up to. And thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, take care.
Okay.